Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. How are you all doing? Let me wait for the feed to come alive. It is Sunday, and we are here to talk about skincare. However, if you're new to Sunday Chit Chat, you might also know that there are times, especially on a Sunday, that we tend to stray a little from the topic. Now, before I start the show, I just want to say one thing. I'm just waiting for everyone to get on. There are times in life when you never know what people are going through. People could be going through a rough patch in their life, and they actually have to put up a front. They have to hold the fort. They have to do what is required of them to do, in spite of the fact that they might be hurting on the inside. They might be like just struggling. I was having a conversation with someone recently, and we were actually talking about the subway. For those of you who are new, I live in New York City, and we do have a subway system. And the whole argument was around just being on the subway and watching everyone walking in and just thinking, what is going on with that person? And I think they also have a movie that they share something like that, where, you just see people passing every day, but you never know what that person is going through. You will never ever know what the situation is about. And if you just stop to think sometime, you would be amazed. The person standing beside you might be devastated. The person standing beside you might have just lost a loved one. The person standing beside you might just be struggling in life. We all just never know. We just see people going about their business. And this could be also you. You could be watching right now and you're just going through something. You could be watching and you just lost someone. You could be watching and you're just there struggling in life. But this is just something that you have to hold on to. I just want to tell you all, it doesn't matter what is thrown at you, and it doesn't matter what you're going through now. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So you just keep strong and don't let anybody crush you down. Just hold on to your belief, hold on to your faith, and whatever it is that you look to, whatever it is that you turn to in time of need, you just do what you need to do for you. Because if you don't do what you need to do for you, oftentimes there's no one else that is going to do it for you. Welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. We're here to talk about under eye circles. If you're struggling with dark under eye circles, this is the show for you. Now, let me take the time to just welcome my subscribers. We have Keisha, who was pretty early. Claudia. Hi, Claudia. Hi, Rosie. I haven't seen Rosie for a while. Welcome, Rosie. We also have Magdalene, and welcome, Magdalene. And Inga K is also here, and Karen, which I think we have a new person. Lady Wayne, were you here before? Anyway, welcome, Lady Wayne. And we also have Lana Halbert. Now this, hi Hilma, how are you? Now this is Sunday Chit Chat. Taryn, welcome to the show. Peggy, glad you're here today. Now this is Sunday Chit Chat, so you know how. Hi Jason, how are you? Natasha, Nasha Williams, hi. Now we all know that Sunday Chit Chat is a time for chatting, and that's what we're gonna do while we talk about under eye circles. Claudia's struggles are temporary. Believe that they are temporary. Thank you for that. And Peggy, thanks for the encouragement and the inspiration. Pursuit of Happiness movie. That just went. Movie remind me of that. It's probably that movie, but I'm definitely gonna check it out because I know I watched a movie before that was addressing some situation like that, and I just can't remember what it is, but I'm definitely gonna look to see if that is the one. So thank you for that. And if anyone have an idea about the movie that I'm talking about, please put it on the day because it's something that I need to look up. So under eyes, how many are you struggling with under eye circles, dark under eye circles? How many are you have high bags under your eyes? How many of you just want the areas around your eyes to look better? Is my background looking a little dark, guys? I think I need to get some cameras, not cameras, some new lighting. I've been feeling that my lighting is a little dull. I do have my computer cover. Let me see something. If you're seeing me like nice and clear, oh, it's not so bad when I take the cover off. So maybe it's my little cover that I have over it is a little dusty. So but definitely I need to get some new lights because it's not as bright as I would want it to be. So what we were saying is about under eyes, dark circles, puffy eyes, and eye bags. How many of you struggle with these? Now my under eyes, I'm wearing a bit of a makeup today, guys, but if you take a look under my under eyes right now, there's no, it's, you know, some of you might be like, but you have makeup on. Okay. But if you have makeup on and you cover it with a base and you have severe wrinkles under your eyes, it's very, very difficult for the makeup to cover it unless you're going to really slaughter it on like that. But if you have dark under eye circles, then the makeup could cover it. Now, what I was really going to show is about, all of my under eyes is right now. There's absolutely no bag under my eyes right now. Absolutely no bags. Okay. And that, if you have that right now, this could be you. This could be you if you follow some of the simple rules and simple technique that I'm going to share with you today to get rid of the under eye bags and also the line and wrinkles. And most of all, the most pronounced area is the dark under eye circles. We're going to share some remedies, and I'm also going to share under eye care routine that you can follow religiously to help, you know, to lighten that areas up a bit. However, we all know that some people have dark under eye circles because they didn't get enough sleep, illness, also heredity, could get it from your mama, your papa. Also, you know, the dark under eye circle sometimes is stress. It's a lot of factors that surround that. So even though me coming on here and be like, oh, my dark under eye circle is not that pronounced anymore, they could come back. Okay, this is not something that when you use these remedy is going to stay away forever. You will definitely need to keep doing it and keep using the remedy and keep taking care of your under eyes. Now, if you're joining and you're new to my channel, go ahead and leave a comment so that we could give you your shout out. It's Sunday Chit Chat. So if you are a new subscriber and you have any form of a question about any of my remedies or something that you're not clear on, this is the show. Regardless of the topic, this is the show you ask the question on. So that is what I would like you all to do today. Now, Claudia, the lighting is a little, thank you for that, Claudia, because I'm feeling like I noticed, and I have noticed you have been complaining. Yeah, I feel like it's a little darker than it used to be. I honestly didn't know that when you purchase these kind of theater lighting, laugh at me if you guys want. I didn't know that they go bad. I thought that they would live on forever, not really thinking that just like a light bulb, sometimes the bulbs just blow or something. But these kind of fancy lighting and all of that, I'm just thinking that, yeah, it's an investment, so they're gonna stay. But no, but I think I have these lights on for, I have these lights now going about 3 years or so. I don't know if they really was worth the money for them to be disappearing on me so quick, but they don't have that, you know, that brightness that that we should have. And also the walls in here, which I think I am going to change. I'm going to kind of make some adjustment, and I might change office. This is a small room in my home, and it's really, really tiny. Okay, it's really tiny, and the position of the door and all of that. And I could actually give you guys a sweep around. Let me show you what's going on inside here. Sometimes it's nice to show things. So see, that's the wall there. That's one of the fancy lights. See it up there looking at me like that. And that is just the space. Now, I had a subscriber once that was telling me about, so when I decided that I'm going to come in this office, what you're not seeing is my desk. So the full length right here, touching the window, touching the wall. Okay, touching the window, touching the wall. So this is it right here. This is the length of my office, but the width, I should say, of the office. But then we have a little bit of a length around there. So when I set up this office, I wanted my backdrop to be this chest that I have right here. And I could actually step back. Yes, guys, we're talking about skincare, but I never really show you guys my little office space. So I wanted this to be my backdrop, and I was gonna, you know, I have a picture up there. Let me tilt the computer for you guys to see what's going on up there. And that's a little clock I have on the wall right there. And some of you might know, actually Lucy, who used to be my moderator, actually sent me that clock. And regardless that she's not my moderator anymore, I keep it because she has been very helpful to me and I appreciate her. So I keep her clock in my office just to remind myself. And so on my chair, I bought 2 of these chairs for the office, and one broke. I don't know, you guys might know I normally keep another chair there because I used to put 1 chair there and 1 chair here. Yes, never show my home. I never show anything at all, except recently sometimes I feel like, you know, I should show, you know, you guys a little thing. It's not a show about my office. I just feel like going off topic today. So this here was supposed to be my backdrop. And believe it or not, guys, this little chest, the top is crowded, not by choice, okay? Not by choice. I'm not a messy person. But when you do this kind of a show, you have all kind of things going on and all kind of people sending you things. So, oh, let me show for all my new subscribers. This is my 1 million plaque, YouTube plaque. Yeah, never ever. I think I showed it when I just got it. So this is it. And if you look in the plaque, you could see my iMac there. That's what I am broadcasting on right now. So lucky me, I get a plaque. And on my desk, my little chest, right? All of this is like work or something, like a lot of things here that I have to take care of. Like this here, castor oil. My little castor oil, Jamaican black castor oil, rooted treasure. Send these over, and I'm supposed to share them with you. I have this. I shared this with you the other day, sea moss. So my desktop here is filled with what I call work. And see, I have things and all these kind of things here. All of this is work. And here's another set of things I have here. And this one is from Oleoaks, like beauty products and stuff that they send. So I have up here looking a mess. Oh, and I have something else here too. Coco's Channel. Someone sent me this. Anyway, so I have, oh, and I have most interesting, I have blood pressure monitor right here. So that's what's going on here. This is a New York cup that I have. My nephew gave it to me, so I keep it right here so I could see. And then I have my heart. So the mess that you are looking at around there is not by choice, but is work, because your girl have all of these drawers loaded with stuff. Okay, like really, really loaded. Oh, I also have my 100,000 plaque, but I didn't take that apart. Let me show you guys really, really quick. This one is still in the box because they actually boxed this one really, really nice. So I kept it in the box. And here is the plaque. I wanted to put these up, but I'm going to really do over this little space, or I might change office and use my front. This is my 100,000 plaque, guys, from YouTube. And this was really, and don't think I'm like a little, you know, but this means more to me than the 1 million plaque, believe it or not. Maybe that's why I have this in the little package right there. And something I never ever show you guys. Some of you might look on my my decks and you might notice that I have this book there all the time. This book is there. This is because just before COVID, I was one of the lucky 100 that was selected for the YouTube Black. They have they picked out of all the Black subscribers, not subscribers, YouTubers. They picked 100 person out to honor, and I was one of those what page is mine again? I was one lucky person, so that's why the book is right there. And you'll be laughing at me right now, skipping through the pages like, with something that important, you should know what page you're on. But yes, so they took us to Atlanta. They put us up in a nice hotel and they kept us there for a few days and treat us like royalty. So if you're looking forward to be a YouTuber, just go ahead and do what you have to do. That's me right there, featured in the book among the other 99. And I never think I ever talk about this. Yes, so that was the first time I was that I have been treated like a celebrity. To be honest, they really pull out all the stuff. They get the red carpet. They got the cameras right there. They send the black SUV to pick us up at the airport. It was really good. So hope they invite me again. I actually missed a very important one that I wanted to go to, and that was one they had recently because they started to do these things, and I got invited to another dinner thing, but because of the COVID situation, I didn't go. But yeah, so that is what is going. So this is the book that I have that you see all the time. Someone asks me, and this was something that they sent. So they sent a lot of things, believe it or not, because I'm on their list. And that J, I got that for my birthday. That's my middle name, so I keep it right there. So that is my little office space and my wall right there. How many of you are annoyed with my wall, like right there? Believe it or not, that's my other chair that messed our wall up like that. But I'm gonna change the color, make it white, or I'm gonna move out of this space because it can't hold me anymore. Another day, I am gonna make a video and I'm gonna show you guys what is in these drawers. Some of you are gonna be blown away what is in these drawers. Okay, anyway, with that said, and I have a lot of things that I get that I would like to give my subscribers, but the mailing situation sometimes is not so, like, it's just so much of an hassle. Like I have a whole box of like nail polish and stuff like that people send all the time. So this set of nail polish was from Nail Addict, and I'm supposed to feature them, but you know what I mean. Sometimes I wish I could just like give some of these right now. Then I gotta mail it to the post office. That's my weakness, guys. I don't like the hassles. Anyway, that's just a little bit of any question. And now we're gonna talk about under eye circles. So let's move on. I mean, I think if you get a bigger office space, you will fit it with more things. I think the space keep the environment. I think the space keep the environment. Oh, yes, that could be true too, because then I wouldn't want to get rid of anything. I would but you know, there's some people like professional. I could call them in here right now and they probably could to turn this little space into a really good active space and still have all of these kind of things in there. But I'm not so good at that. I'm not good at fixing office space. I could fix a good like living room and dining room and stuff. I don't know. I'm struggling with this little office space, but I'll get it together very soon. And as I said, it's just a little room in a little corner right beside my step. No, Claudia, can you do a live in the drawer on top of the dresser? I will. I promise you guys. I promise I will. And don't beg, okay? Don't beg me for anything that is in those drawers. But I'm going to show it to you. It's loaded with products. Mostly products is in those drawers, okay? And floating shelves. Yes, I thought about that also, about the shelving that could make the space a little more active. And my decks, I'll show you guys my decks one day, but I'm gonna have to clean it up. I really have to clean it up before I show. If you're just joining, what are we doing here? We are talking about dark under eye circles, but I was just showing because sometimes. So what I was saying, the same lady I could say her name that gave me the clap, my former moderator. She used to be like, I so wish I could just come there and just clean up everything on top of that chest. Like, I'm like, come on over and do it, because I know she would struggle, because the following week it would be just like that because more things are coming in. But I'm gonna figure it out, guys. I am gonna figure it out. Anyway, if you're just joining, dark under eye circle. I mean, I'm getting ready to beg for the nail polish. Pretty please. You know what, Amina? I really wish I had. Your girl is lazy, right? Your girl is lazy, and that is not lazy. I would say I don't like the post office thing where I have to go package the thing and then ship it off and all of that. But I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm really, 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 really. Don't I don't want all of you be sending for the nail polish. No, I cannot set ship to Turkey. I cannot ship to Africa. I cannot ship to some, places are so on and so forth. But I just wish some of you was like near enough that I could just, and anyway, but I'm gonna try, Amina. This is one thing I'm gonna promise, is I'm gonna try to see if I would, get the envelope, let it come, put the tag on it, and send it back off with the post office, and see if I could get these things on. They're good stuff, you know what I mean? It's such a sad the fact that we're all so far apart and all of that. But if I get into doing that, it's going to cost me tons of money for international shipping. And that is the reason why, sometimes I'm doing stuff like Keisha Rowe. We haven't actually delivered any gift to Keisha Rowe as yet. And that is because I would have to go get it shipped and all of that. We just sent off Margaret a few little token. Now, all these years, Margaret is on our show just because of her location. We never have her send, but now we just get a chance to send our gifts off, which I'm so excited about. All right, so Georgia, congratulations. You have worked very hard with a lot of dedication. Hard work pay off. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for that. Yes, Claudia, Winnipeg is pretty easy to ship to. Very, very, very easy. And Talma is from Niagara Falls, and I actually have the pleasure of going up close under that fall. That was my first what you call it now, awakening experience. Like, that was like something unbelievable to me. Like, anyway, back to the live and under eyes. So as we were saying, how many, and I'm not sure enough today, guys, but I feel like most of you that is on right here, we have a few, maybe one or two people that is a little new right now. Most of you here is my diehard subscribers. So I could always show you my little junk around there really, really quick, because I could tell by who is watching. So it's good to share back and let you all know that all of this achievement cannot, I can't take all the credit for it, because without you, there would be no Chichi Beauty channel. And that is the truth. Without all you here today, there would not be any Chichi Beauty channel or live, because some of you, it doesn't matter what time I'm posting. It doesn't matter what show I'm having. It doesn't matter if you don't like the topic. You are here. And I just want to know, you all to know that I am grateful. Grateful, and thankful. All right, so we have a new person here today, and it's Aya, IYA, Facade or Facade. I think it's Facade, it pronounced. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I'm not new, but don't check in very much. I love your shoes. Oh, you could see my shoes? Oh, my show. Okay, so that's a typo, because I just reached down for my little slippers right now. Let me cover up the little brand right here. So I just reached down for my little slippers and was, what? Did you notice my shoes? But I think you're talking about my shoe, and the computer tend to do that sometime. But this is a little thing I'm wearing in my house. They're so comfortable. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so in case you're just joining, it's not a beauty show today. So it's pronounced Eva Fashada. Oh, Eva Fashada. Oh, that sounds like a full name. Like Iwa. Yeah, Hiya Fashada or Fashade. Iwa Fashade. I'm gonna say Shad. Oh, like Sade. How many of you listen to Sade? I play that in my bathroom all the time. Sade is like my go-to. Okay, so So I figure it's pronounced Sade. All right, so thank you for, oh, see you saying it like that, like Sade, the singer. And yes, you meant sure as I figure. So let's get back to the dark under eye circles, guys. Now here's something that you need to know, and especially if you're new to my channel, you need to know that taking care of your under eyes is a must. Okay, it's a must. And sometimes we think that just going in the shower, we just wash our face like that, it take care of the under eyes, but that is not true. And that's why sometimes people under eyes is dry. You get all of the, you know, the dark circles, the wrinkles and all of that, because you need to spend special attention. And another thing you all need to know when it comes on to your eyes, this is what people see. Okay, this is the first thing that people see, like they're looking into your soul. Okay, the first thing they see is your eyes, and you might not think so, but that is the truth. And that is why you need to take care of the areas around your eyes, because your eyes could age you. Your eyes could make you look way older than you really are. And you could have nice skin and your skin look nice, but the areas around your eyes is not all that, and it will show. So to take care of your under eyes, to get rid of those dark under eye circles and eye bags and puffy eyes, develop practice to have a eye care routine. Now, Chichi, you telling us to do a morning routine, an evening routine, and now you're coming with an eye care routine? Yes, because it falls into your everyday skincare routine. Cleaning the under eyes is vital. And why do you need to clean under your eyes separate from cleaning the rest of your face? Because most facial cleanser that you get to use on your face is so strong. The under eyes, the areas around the eyes is the most delicate area on your face. Okay, so you have to treat it accordingly. Think about this. Treat under your eyes like you have sensitive skin. That is a good way to go about it. That means if you have a cleanser that is geared towards sensitive skin, you might be able to use a little of that on a cotton pad or something and wipe it under your eyes, because that is very gentle. Now they have a wide variety of eye cleanser out there. However, most people use those only when they wear makeup. Here is a tip for you. If you can get yourself, or you lay your hands on the eye cleanser and you don't wear makeup, still use it under your eyes. Okay, still when you finish washing your face, you take that cotton pad and you wipe the area under your eyes with it. That is going to help tremendously, because that was designed to clean your under eyes. Don't think it's only if you wear makeup. So what you're going to practice to do is, and I gave my subscriber, oh, I don't have any tissue here today, and I gave my subscriber this little tip. If you get a wash rag, okay, and we're not going to go into wash rag, washcloth, or whatever today. Wash rag. You get a wash rag. You keep that little wash rag and use it for the areas around your eyes. When you get in the shower and you wash your face, then you get this nice little wash rag. And I would suggest that white is good. White, it doesn't really matter though. That's just me. Because you're on the eyes. So make sure you keep it clean also. All right. And when you're done washing your face, you take that wash rag and you wipe the areas around your eyes, underneath, above, underneath, above, and you do the same with both. What you're doing is taking the extra effort to clean under your eyes. Just like the rest of your face, the under eyes need cleaning, and it also need exfoliating. Some facial scrub that I make, I might be like, this one is good to use up close under your eyes. 99% of them, you do not need to use them close under your eyes, because they do have granules. Granules are the fine particles in the scrub that give it that exfoliating effect. You don't need those in your eyes. So you use that wash rag and you just cleanse the areas around your eyes. Someone asked if we can use soap, and that's the reason why I said if you have a cleanser for sensitive skin, you can use it. Personally, if you don't have any thing that is that is gentle enough, just use that wash rag after you wash your face regular with your regular cleanser. Don't use that regular cleanser and be putting it under your eyes, and that's why sometimes things burn you in your eyes. Okay, so use that wash rag, or you get a cleanser. A good tip also, whether you wear makeup, yes or no, you can get some coconut oil and you can just rub it under your eyes before you step in the shower, and then you just wash your face like you normally do. And when you're done, you reach for that wash rag and you clean the ears or areas around the eyes. In spite of the fat that is under your eyes, the skin have pores also. Okay, it's very, very thin on the hair, but there are pores under there that need to be clean. And why you're cleaning it out, so that you can allow the beauty product that you're going to use to clear your dark under eye circles, to get rid of the eye bags and the puffy eyes, to work better under your eyes. If you practice, and it's not like, oh my goodness, that's going to take up 10 more minutes. Nope. 1 to 2 minutes and your under eyes is clean. Okay, very, very vital, very, very vital. Now once that is done, then we can get into what products and what remedy to use under your eyes to clear the eye bags, the puffy eyes, and the under eyes wrinkles, and also to give your look. I have some tips that I want to share, which is going to be on my other channel, ALESMAXI, of how you can get your eyes to look wide awake and all of that. Now Margaret, I learned from you to use the windscreen motion, which is good to, okay, which is good to know, even though I do not suffer from dark under eye circles, but every morning morning or lack of sleep and puffy under eyes. And that is what I'm talking about. Pamela, I'm new today. You are adorable. Thank you so much. And welcome, Pamela. Welcome to our show. What we're talking about today is how to get rid of the dark under eye circles, the puffy under eyes, and the eye bags. And I'm also sharing some tips on how to keep just your eye area looking fresh. Like when people look at you, they don't even can tell by your under eyes or your eyes how old you are. We're trying to get you to look younger. Clemmy T, please, what is the routine? It has been stressing me. I feel like I look age. You have so many options on your channel. I don't know which one to choose from. Please help. And this is what I'm talking about. And that's why I like Sunday Chit Chat. This is where you come and you get your information right there. So Clemmy, just keep watching and keep listening to what I am saying when it comes on to the under eyes. And then I'm going to refer you to our 25-day skincare challenge. And you're going to watch that show. And you can also just go choose the ones that are geared towards under eyes. Okay, we have some vital tip on there, and a lot of people follow and see amazing result. And the fact that you're new, I can tell you that I also too struggle with dark under eye circles, and mine was like, yeah, and I use a lot of things, but the best result I have is since I start using my own remedies that I whip up in my kitchen. No shame in my game, but I also use a lot of oils that, you know, you might have to purchase special oils like the cacao oil and the marula oil and the sesame seed oil and the castor oil. I also use a lot of those to use under my eyes as my own under eye oil blend. Okay, all right. So Claudia, sunscreen question: when do you apply sunscreen during your skincare regime? And I'm gonna answer you this question, Claudia, because it's something that we do address, because some people think that you have to apply your sunscreen directly on the skin. Now let me talk really, really quick about layering products, and also depending on the sunscreen that you have, do not apply your sunscreen under your eyes. Okay, all right, so here is how you layer product. AM, I'm talking about morning products. When you are going to apply stuff on your skin in the morning, the first thing you apply on your skin is your facial toner, if you use one. Okay, now we all know about facial toner, and if you're new to my channel, you know nothing about facial toner, then we're going to invite you to come back and watch some of our other detailed show where we're going to different, you know, products that you use on the skin. So once you splash on that facial toner, some people like to let it dry. The next thing that you apply on the skin is the serum, if you use a serum. Now, after you apply the serum, let it dry. And after the serum, if you're going to use a moisturizer, you apply that moisturizer on top of the serum. Now, morning routine, you don't need to apply no other oil on the skin because it's the morning. Okay, you are either you're going to apply the moisturizer or you're going to apply 1 to 2 drops of your facial oil. On top of that is the sunscreen. Most people do this wrong. They apply the sunscreen directly on their skin. No, your sunscreen should go on top of. It's the last thing that you put on your skin before you step out of the door. Why is that so? Because you still need that protection on your skin from your beauty products. And the sunscreen is designed for the sun not to penetrate through it. So if you apply the sunscreen first on your face and then you apply all these other things on it, the things that you're applying over sunscreen is a waste of time, because they're not going to go through the barrier that the sunscreen create on your skin. Is not going to let your moisturizer in. It's not going to let your serum in. What you need to do is to apply it over everything else. That is the way you apply sunscreen on your skin. And depending on your sunscreen, some sunscreen has a bit of a moisturizing properties, so you might skip the moisturizer and then you just go from the serum straight to the sunscreen. And that goes for anything. If you're going out in the sun and you're wearing body lotion or whatever, apply everything, and the last thing you apply is the sunscreen. Hope I answer your question. And Aya, on top of all the oils, sunscreen, on top of everything, sunscreen. But for morning, guys, I always recommend to limit the amount of products that you use on your skin. And it all depending on you, okay? Or you use way less. You got to use a little dab of a serum. Just a little dab of a serum and a little dab of a moisturizer on the skin, so that you do not overwhelm the skin. So definitely, guys, sunscreen on top of everything else. All right, so let me take another question and then we're going to move on. If you're just joining, we are talking about dark under eye circles, and I'm also taking questions, especially questions from my new subscribers. If you have those questions, go ahead and comment and ask. All right, so back to Clemmy. So after we cleanse the area under the eyes, Clemmy, it is always good to use some form of an eye care. Now we have a lot of facial mask, under eye mask that we have on the channel. I was looking for a little patch here, and they have some amazing patch out there that, you know, those little square thing that you see people use under their eyes. If you have that, use it. That is treating the areas. Now, for those treatment, you're gonna find one rich in vitamin C. And you're also going to find one that have wrinkle fighting properties, which is vitamin A. You're going to find one that is going to have to clear the dark under eye circles. And here are some good remedies that we have on our channel. My go-to under eye remedy is parsley. And why parsley? Because that is what I notice give me the most effective result when I'm mixing up all my remedies. Parsley is rich in vitamin K, and that is a vitamin that has been downplayed, but anything to do with the eyes, you need a good vitamin K rich product. And another one that I'm going to show you guys something which we recently, see what I mean? I like how much things are pretty near. This is one that I found recently, and this is the kiwi oil. And I actually gift some of my subscribers this one because I was so excited about it. The kiwi oil, guess what this is rich in? It is also rich in vitamin K and rich in vitamin C. This kiwi oil, I use a lot of orange on my show, a lot of orange peel on my show. Kiwi have way more vitamin C than orange. So guess what, guys? This is the new thing for me on my channel. I don't share this tip because I know I'm dealing with people from, you know, all over the world, and not everyone have access to kiwi. But kiwi should be the new cucumber slice, believe it or not, because of the amount of vitamin C that is in the kiwi, and also a bit of the vitamin K. So when I mix the kiwi oil with my parsley. I juice the parsley leaf, I dabble a little bit of this in it, and then I take that not cucumber, that cotton pad, and I soak it up and I put it right under here. That helped me to get rid of the dark under eye circles. And if you have puffy eyes and eye bags, that is also great. Now, if you can get this kiwi oil, you can also choose to use the kiwi oil as your leave-on moisturizer. So we're going back, we'll get back to this at another time. Now, we're going back to what you use under your eyes as a rinse off, as a under eye mask. The parsley leaf, you can mix it with yogurt, and as I said, there's a wide variety. Another one that I like with the parsley leaf, believe it or not, is petroleum jelly. That one, if you have not tried any eye bags, people, this one is for you. The puffy eyes and the eye bag, this one is for you. If you can get some fresh parsley, you blend it out. You can actually choose to dip a little bit of a water in it, because parsley don't produce a lot of juice, let's face it. So you can add a little bit of a water or a little bit of a rose water, which is best, and blend that parsley leaf up and strain it. And when you strain that parsley leaf, that is the liquid that you're going to use. You take that liquid, you get some petroleum jelly, and you're going to just work it in. If you have a whisk, that is even better. Or not, use your, take it to the petroleum jelly, let it melt a little bit, and you blend that parsley leaf. And don't tell me water and oil don't mix. It mix if you know how to blend it, and that is why you're going to keep blending it. And that is something that you can use as an under eye nighttime moisturizer / mask for puffy eyes and eye bags, and also, guys, the dark under eye circles. If you have not tried, some of my subscribers have tried that one already, and I get a lot of feedback about that recipe. Now, for those of you who are skeptical about petroleum jelly, try it with the shea butter. Personally, for me, I see better result with the petroleum jelly and that parsley leaf. Now, when you rinse that off in the morning, you can take a dab of this, which is the kiwi oil or the cucumber seed oil, or you can mix the two together. But let's say you have none of these oils that I'm talking about right here. These are just what I am personally currently using, but I have way more remedies there for you. Now, you have none of these oil. Another good oil that you can use under your eyes, and I keep talking about this a lot these days, is the soy oil. Why am I talking so much about soy oil these days? Because ever since I discovered that, well, I used to talk about it before, and my subscribers will always tell you that I always talk about the soy oil, but I just didn't know that my vitamin A capsule was all soy oil. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't realize it was 100% soy oil or soybean oil, okay? I did not know that, but I discovered that on my channel when I was encouraging people to use the soybean oil because it is rich in vitamin A. So it's a good thing I know my stuff. And then I was challenging them to, make sure to use it up. Don't feel left out because you don't have vitamin A rich oil like the cacao oil and the rosehip oil. Use what you have. And then I bring out my vitamin A capsule, turn it over, and guess what? 100% pure soybean oil. Another thing I discovered, guys, not going straight from the topic, ever since I discovered the soy oil as my capsule, I start to go on this lookout, reading labels, especially that labels that, geared towards vitamin A and so on. How many of you on this channel use powdered milk? How many of you use powdered milk? For any one of you that have any powdered milk in your home right now, run, don't even walk, run, turn over the package and look, and you're gonna notice a word there that might just blow your mind. And that word is none other than soybean. I didn't know they mix soy with milk. Did you guys know? Well, some of you guys know now because we talk about it on this channel. And I cannot believe I started to look at different kinds of powdered milk only to find they all have soy. So do you guys know that you're all consuming soy sometimes without knowing it? Because depending on depending on the amount, if you have 100%, let's say you are manufacturing milk and 95% is milk and the 5% is soy, you don't have to put that on the front of the package, but you can label it and you can sell it as pure powdered milk. So challenge me, guys. Definitely check that out. So I'm just saying that to say, do not underestimate what you have at home. Just read the labels, because you might just be surprised of the many things that you can use on your skin topically that you already have right there. All right, so make the best of it. So we're going to go back. If you have a question for me, guys, go ahead and comment. We're going to go back to talking about taking care of the under eyes. A good substitute for the soy milk liquid. Yes, that's also good. And Margaret, yes, still using it. My eyes are transformed. And Margaret, what is it you're using? Tell me, because I didn't see the first comment. I have an idea what you was using before. Now, parsley is great. How about mixing parsley and cucumber and vitamin C with vitamin E oil? As a matter of fact, that is actually one of my remedies that we already have on the channel. We have a video where we mix all the ingredients that you just mentioned, and that is an amazing combination. So you can try that out. Now, kiwi add more vitamin C than oranges. Yes, yes, yes. Parsley is the king. Listen and use. Thank you for that, Clemmy. In addition to good advice and suggestion from Chichi, sleep well. Yes, this is also good. Sleep well and drink a lot of water and avoid being stressed out. Now tell me how to avoid that, because that is something I'm working on. I'm really trying to work on not being stressed out. It's pretty easier said than done. But water is another vital thing. I always have water on my deck. No, I'm trying to drink as much as I can. When years ago, I used to drink a lot of water. I used to be like really fit. I used to be into fitness and healthy eating, clean eating and all of that. And I was like dedicated to drinking that 32 ounces of water, at least to 64, 32 low, 64 high every day, like every day. And water used to be like sweet to me. I used to love water so much that when I drink it, I'm satisfied. And I don't know, if you're out there, you're watching and you're over the age of 40, let me hear from you really quick. Do you find that you're drinking much less water now that you're getting older? Comment, because I want to know if it's just me. But I can't get back into drinking as much water as I used to drink when I was much younger. But I do know that it is vital to drink water regardless of your age. Now, what about grapeseed oil? Now, grapeseed oil is a very good oil, and it's a good oil that is good for most skin type. Even if you have sensitive skin, the grapeseed oil will help. It's a light oil, it won't clog the pores, and that makes it an ideal oil to use under your eyes. So definitely rich in vitamin E, way more vitamin E than let's say cucumber seed oil, but it have less vitamin C, and that's what makes it a good carrier oil. So if you have the grapeseed oil and you want to use it for your under eyes, and you can get any of the special oils, let's say like the cucumber seed oil, the cacao oil, the papaya, any of those, you just add 1 to 2 drops in there to kick it up a notch, or better yet, the good soy oil. How many of you now is going to run out and get a bottle of soybean oil? I am going to start to feature it on the show, to be honest, because sometimes you guys think I'm kidding when I talk about it. When the show is over, go and research it for yourself. So now we're going to start to use it as one of the carrier oil, even though for years I've been telling you guys to use it. And it is one of the cheapest oil that you can buy. And that is why people tend to look down on it, that soy oil, you know, people like to use the fancy oil. I'm not going to say that I am guilty of that, because I am coming from a background where it was soybean oil. Like, that's the cheapest oil that you can get in the store. And then lo and behold, you got to pay so much more for corn oil. If you can identify with me, comment. You got to pay way more for corn oil. And don't even talk about olive oil. It's only rich people use olive oil where I am coming from. And then guess what we use as an excuse because we can't afford olive oil? We said that, oh, we don't like the taste of it. Here you out there right now still said, I don't like the taste of olive oil. And that's maybe because we weren't, well, where I am from. I don't know about you, okay? But for me, I'm just telling you about my personal experience with oil. Coconut oil is the first oil that I was introduced to because my grandmother normally make the coconut oil. She used to sell it because we have like properties with coconut, like some of you don't know this term, stoning dogs. Some of you don't know it, but yeah, we have a lot of coconut oil, and my grandmother used to get people to pick the coconut, and then they would grate the coconut, blah blah. My whole subscribers know about what I'm, because I talk about this all the time. So then she would bottle the coconut oil and take it to the market and sell them all. But we at home, we are getting coconut oil in our hair. We're getting coconut oil as a body lotion. We're getting coconut oil as everything that you can think of to do with the body. Our go-to oil was coconut oil. And when they like rub us up and we look all shine and hydrated and all of that, and we think it was because we're poor, we're using coconut oil, okay? But now looking back, I realized that it was like the best thing ever. So that was the first oil that I was introduced to. And then apart from, of course, the petroleum jelly was always there. Another oil that was always there was mineral oil, but that's something you have to go and buy. And that is something that they used to, it's like a special for the babies, anyone know what I'm talking about? That baby oil. Baby oil is mineral oil, guy. Now they have some new baby oil out there, but that's like the special oil. Like if you go to church or so, they rub you up. Anyway, next oil is soybean oil, okay? The cheapest oil that you could get in the store, soybean oil. So it used to be either coconut oil or soy oil. Now, as years goes by, my father, yes, my daddy, and this is something that I am not ashamed of. My father used to be a farm worker. And farm worker, some of you might not understand what that is. It means that he leave Jamaica, he go to Florida, they have like sugar cane, and he used to go and work in the sugar cane. Do they call it plantation? Well, plantation. And that he do for 6 months every year. And then he used to go to Canada apple picking. Nowadays, I don't think they do that anymore. I think they take the machine to cut the sugar cane. And I also think that they have machine to pick the apples now, like they shake the tree or something like that. But yes, so that's what my dad used to do. So now my dad started to make bars and stuff to send home. And there comes the mighty corn oil. Yes. And like when you look at that corn oil, it's so pretty. Like soy oil, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Okay, so now we start to use corn oil, believe it or not. It's just only corn oil. And yes, people in the neighborhood and so used to think that we have the best oil. Now corn oil is getting such a bad rap. You don't hear I talk much about corn oil on the channel because it gets a bad rap, and we're not going to talk about it today, but you can go and read up for yourself. There's another oil that I don't talk much about, and it is it just went by just now. Tell me another oil that they sell right now with corn oil. So you have corn oil and you have this other oil. This other oil that I'm talking about is an oil that is good for like our high cholesterol and all of that, which they say that is much better than the corn oil. Someone remind me what that oil is. So those are the two oils that, corn oil, and then come this oil. However, out of all those oil, later on in life, I find that the best oil that we put aside was the coconut oil and the soy oil. Now I'm looking back, if I was to choose from those nice fancy corn oil and stuff like that, I would grab that coconut oil, and I would have grabbed the soy oil. I probably would grab the soy oil even more than the coconut oil, but it's a struggle because both of them, you know what I mean? It's very difficult to let off the coconut oil. Anyway, we are moving on. No, canola oil. Thank you very much for that. The canola oil, okay? They are saying that they are saying that the canola oil is actually better than the corn oil, especially for digestion, okay? And we're gonna come on one day. We should come back and talk a lot about oils, since I'm so passionate about oils. The sunflower oil is an oil I promised my subscribers forever. I promise you all, like forever, that I was gonna talk a lot about the sunflower oil. I did not do that. And I think I didn't do that because at the time YouTube has actually changed certain things that you can't talk about. And then I didn't talk about the sunflower oil. But if you are a lady out there and you reach around about my age or so, get a bottle of the sunflower oil. It do wonders for us. That's all I can say. It do wonder for us. And if you're curious about what I'm talking about, just go and put it in Google when you're done, the sunflower oil, and a lot of information is going to come up that could blow your mind. So to utilize the sunflower oil, and I have it in my kitchen right now. If the show wasn't all this way, I probably would run and grab it and show it to you guys, and you know what it is. It's good to use under the skin and all of that. Why you don't see it out there up on the front page like that? Because it have this little thing behind it, which could be controversial. Okay, it could be controversial because of the benefits of the sunflower oil, especially for the ladies. Okay, and it's not what you're thinking. It's not what you're thinking, and that's why I mentioned the age group. You know, some people, most people, when they get to the 50 mark, that is when this thing happened. And this thing that happened is that thing. And then if you're below that, that's sunflower oil when you're trying to so that's why I don't talk about it. I didn't bother to get into details about it because you know what I mean. All right, guys, so let's move on. So Jill, do you take sunflower oil internally or externally? Internally. Okay, you guys could talk what you want to talk on the page here. It's better you guys say these things than for me to say. You understand what I'm saying? So go ahead and talk about, and yes, Claudia, that's where we're going to talk about it on our Zoom. So going back to dark under eye circles, and someone mentioned castor oil. Castor oil is another oil that I would like to go into details about, you know, details, the many benefits of the good old castor oil. Back to dark under eye circles, that is also another oil that you can use directly under your eyes, whether you're using the black castor oil or the white castor oil. Now, if you're new, you might not know the difference between the black castor oil and the white castor oil. One is cold pressed and one is you know, extracted with an heated source. That is what makes one white and one black, but it's make a big difference, which I talked about before. But for my new subscribers, I promise I'll go back over another time and tell you more about castor oil. Now, when it comes on to potato under the eyes, that is an amazing natural ingredients for dark under eye circles. So let's go back to what you can use under your eyes for dark under eye circles to get rid of it really quick. The good old potato. And when I talk about potato, we're talking about white potato or Irish potato, depending on where you live, or just plain potato. Some people just say potato. When you say potato, it means is the Irish we're talking about or the white potato. Because when we talk about sweet potato, we always use the word sweet in front of it. So if someone is having a conversation with you and the person is like, I actually ate some potato today, 99% chance they're talking about the white potato. Because if it was the Irish potato, they would say, not Irish. If it was a sweet potato, they would say, oh, I have some sweet potato today, you know, and that is the truth. That is just how people, if someone is going to tell you, I have some mashed potato today, you know they're talking about white potato. If it was sweet mashed potato, they would use the word sweet in front. So potato is good for your under eyes. You can actually rub it directly, or you can whip it up like we do it on this channel. We mix the potato also with that parsley that we mentioned on top of the hours. our amazing, amazing, amazing natural source, natural ingredient for your under eyes. How many of you know something that they use potato for that is very, very, very vital? Some form of medication that they use potato for. How many of you know? If you know, comment it. I'm not going to say it, but if you know, comment it. So, and that's just to show you how amazing potato is. You would be surprised what they use potato for. Now, that is one, the potato, the parsley, which we just mentioned. And here is another one, tomato. You can actually make a tomato solution for your under eyes. You're using that for the lycopene, and you're also using it for the rich vitamin C. A good mixture with tomato for your under eyes is tomato with some milk. And we're talking about regular milk, plain old milk with that lactic acid and that lycopene from the tomato. You mix those two together, you get your cotton pad, you soak it in it, and you put it under your eyes, and you leave it under there for at least 30 minutes. If you have more time, go a little longer, and that is going to help to get rid of not only the dark under eye circles, but also the puffy eyes. Someone sent an email and was asking me if they could use bleaching cream under their eyes to get rid of dark under eye circles. My answer to that is a big plus, a big negative. No, 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 no. You have to be very, very careful of what you use under your eyes. This is your eyes. You ain't gonna get a second pair of these, okay? It's just one. So whatever, and even if I give you a remedy and you're skeptical about using it under your eyes, don't use it, because you're not going to get another eye. You can get a fake one, but it's not the same. So protect your eyes at all costs. So be careful of what you use under your eyes. I personally prefer to use natural stuff under my eyes because I know what it is. I know what I'm putting into it. Even though I'm saying that, I do still use an eye cream whenever I get one, sometime that come in the mail here, and sometime I would just mix my little mixture. I do have a mix of oil that I specially made for my under eyes. So if I get an eye cream to try, I still put a little of my oil in there to kick it up a notch and use it. So definitely, but of course, reading everything that is in it. No bleaching cream. Potato with yogurt is just as good. And someone want to know if I sell them. No, I don't, but we definitely will very soon. Agree, yogurt is good. Yogurt is very good. So Claudia, who's talking about oh yes, all of those that you guys are mentioning is made from the potato. So guys, both of what I'm talking about is on the screen, on the comment section. So if you were struggling like what to make, use potato to make, it's right there. So don't shy away from potato, and eat up some good potato too, even though they're gonna be like, oh, it's gonna make you put weight on. Just so you know a potato a day. If you're dieting, it's best to eat one what they call it now when you put it in the oven, a roast potato, or a baked potato, sorry, not a roast potato. A baked potato is very healthy for you. You can eat a baked potato with a little side of protein, and you're good to go with a little greens if you're watching your weight, because you skip the rice and you skip the pasta. The best thing to replace those is potato. All right, so we are moisturizer. I blend the potato and tomato for facial wash. If you have acne, if you have dull looking skin, if you're just starting out to take care of your skin, this is a good recipe for you guys. The potato and tomato for a facial wash. It's a very, very good recipe. You blend that potato, you blend that tomato together, and use it to wash your face. Now if you have rough skin, you take a little bit of that and you add a spoonful of brown sugar in it, and you use it to exfoliate your skin. It's gonna leave your skin squeaky clean. Squeaky clean. Try it and come back and leave a comment for all my new subscribers. Very, very good. All right, so we are moving on, and Lady Wayne want to know about moisturizer. So let's talk about the moisturizer for your under eyes. Now you can go get a good moist eye cream or eye serum. Funny enough, I was saying this the other day to you guys, they do not normally say eye moisturizer. Don't know why. Gotta go research that to find out the reason why they don't meant you. Anything you use under your eyes is never eye moisturizer. You're not gonna see a product with eye moisturizer. It's always a cream or a serum. I don't know why, but for your face is moisturizer. Uno, I don't know. I gotta check that out. But yes, under your eyes, personally for me, and my personal go-to is my oil blend. And since I discover like the key, when I have a wide variety of the blends that I personally use, I normally make videos with them and share with you. So we have a playlist on my channel page. You could check that out. But what I'm going to promise you I'm going to do, I'm going to go and I'm going to make a separate playlist with the oils and stuff that I blend for the different areas on the face. So the playlist is going to contain like oils for the under eyes, one playlist, and oils for your face or oils for your neck and so on. So you could find it a much easier, because I just discovered that I have over 2,000 videos. Can you believe that? I made 2,000 videos, and guess what? And some of you don't know this. I work alone. Yes, I work alone, filming my videos, editing my videos. I edit every single one. So sometimes when you find the editing get a little, you know, wacko, it means that I might get a little tired. But yes, I do it all, and I actually enjoy doing it. I probably wouldn't have it any other way. However, sometimes the work gets a little overwhelming, to be honest, and it is a lot. And I remember I went to this it was one of those YouTube get together too, and I met this other YouTuber, and she was saying to me, what you need to do when you have so much to do is to hand off what is it that you can't do for yourself. That's what you get help with, not what you can do. What you have to do for you, you cannot let anyone else do it. That's what you do. Anything else that you could let other people do for you, you got to hand it back off. And that was actually some amazing advice there. So moisturizer, the easiest special oil to get, I would assume, I'm just assuming now because different region have different things, is rosehip oil. It probably is the most available one to most. I could be wrong, okay? I could be wrong. Because Ilma came on and she was talking about marula oil, and now I'm having a different outlook on marula oil, because I also thought that that was another oil that wasn't so available to most. But if you're gonna find marula oil, that means that all of those out there in the African countries and surrounding would have had access to marula oil, and then it would not be that expensive either. It would be pretty cheap. Okay, just like you have the argan oil, you know, like from Morocco, when you that region, it comes, that is like pretty cheap. But to import it to other countries, when you have to go and get it, is pretty expensive. So that is why we also always said, use what you have, what you produce in your own country. Use what you produce in your own countries. Just know what is in it. Like we were talking last night or the night before, and it was, I think it was on the Zoom or it was on here. We were talking about mangoes, and Aminia was saying that I made a video using papaya, and she didn't have papaya and she used the mangoes. And this is exactly what we want you to do. We want you to utilize what you have. You just have to know what is in it. And now you don't have to go to the library to pull out that encyclopedia. How many of you know about encyclopedia? It used to be my dream to have an encyclopedia collection. That was years ago. That was when I was like in my teenage years. Like, I so want the encyclopedia collection. However, it was only rich people who have encyclopedia, or poor person like me have to just take my little walk and go to the library. And that's how I was obsessed with these things. Don't know why. I probably still is. And I'm crazy enough to know that if someone have like an old setup encyclopedia and they pass it down to me, I still would make that shelf that I like normally dream about and put all those encyclopedia. And do you know how to use the encyclopedia? It goes in alphabetical orders. Anyway, that's some old school for some of you newbies who's on my channel, right? Some people don't know. Someone asking me for a shout out. Let me see if I could. And Tony, that's Tonni, love from Jamaica, Tony Thompson. Shout out to you, Beverly Ohms. Who else? Someone was asking me earlier for a shout out. Let me go search and see if I could find. If I don't, okay, that's Chris Ann Linton. Welcome to our live show and big up yourself, man. What a guan. And let's see who else is asking for a shout out here. That I can see, and I don't see all the comments, guys. So if you comment something and you don't see me answering it, just comment again, because sometimes I don't get all the comment in my views. Now, oil blend, as I was saying, the best oils for your dark under eye circles is an oil that is rich in vitamin C. And I was talking about the rosehip oil, which is a more common one. Why I single out rosehip oil? Because it's not only rich in vitamin C, but it also have vitamin A. Another oil that is good is carrot oil. If you can get your hands on carrot oil, now please be reminded that you have carrot seed oil and you have carrot oil. Carrot oil, guys, is always the infused oil, okay? And when you're searching for carrot oil, look for what? It's best to get carrot seed oil, the infused oil, because there's no oil in carrot. There's no oil in carrot. Gotta get it from the seed, okay? And we'll talk about that another day. And sometimes I normally see on like YouTube and people are like, they're making carrot oil and they would like fry up the carrot and in another kind of oil. They fry the carrot in another oil and then they're presenting it as carrot oil. That's something that is infused, all right? But this carrot seed, and some of you don't know that carrot have seeds, but yes, carrot seed oil is what is good. Papaya seed. Now, you all know how I feel about this good old papaya. So when I talk about papaya oil, I'm not supposed to drop the seeds, because some of you are going to think that the papaya oil is from the flesh of the papaya. No, it's from the seed of the papaya, okay? Papaya seed oil. The flesh of the papaya, well, everywhere on the papaya you can use. You can use the peel. I'm using papaya peel. I blend it up with some sugar. I use to wash my face with it and exfoliate my skin. The flesh of the papaya, use it for serum, moisturizer, and all of that good stuff. The seed of the papaya, I personally use that water that is around the papaya seed to make my anti-aging facial serum. If you have not seen that video, guys, and you have papaya in abundance, you are missing out. And I hope no one steals this remedy, because that's something I personally want to bottle. It is the papaya seed, and for those of you who do not know papaya seed have a water around the seed itself. It's like it's in a pouch, and when you squeeze that papaya seed, the water just psst, it's almost like a capsule. And how I extract that, well, you got to go watch the video how I get all that juice from all that millions of papaya seed, and that is what I use as a serum. You can use standalone, or you can add your special oil to it, blend it up, and amazing wrinkle fighting serum. Now this kernel in that seed is what they use to make the papaya seed oil. All right, so that is another good oil to use under your eyes. Or you can mix all three together, or you can mix the rosehip oil with a little soybean oil or a little coconut oil. And this is another thing that if you're just joining, you might not know, but you can also mix any of these little special oil with a little petroleum jelly and use it under your eyes. You have dry under eyes, that is good, because it's going to help to lock that moisture under your eyes. I'm watching my time and I see that my time is basically up. So now is question and answer time. If you have a question for me, comment. And if you are watching and you have not yet give the video a thumbs up, please do so by thumbsing up the video. And guess what? When the show is over, share the link for this show on your Facebook page so others can get a chance to see, because I think we touch on some vital tips for getting rid of dark under eyes and on dark circles. Now, Nahana, what can I use for oily skin, please? And oatmeal. if you have oatmeal, it's amazing for oily skin. Rice, blended rice powder is good for oily skin. Cornstarch is good for oily skin. The trick to oily skin is to exfoliate on a regular, right? When you exfoliate on a regular, it's going to clean those pores out. What happens when you have oily skin is that the skin is producing excess sebum. Sebum, that is the oil that when you rub your skin like this, you actually feel it. And when you wipe your hands, you see the grease. That is sebum. When the skin produces excess sebum, it causes your skin to look oily, okay? Now, how can you stop that from happening? You exfoliate the skin on a regular and you use a light oil on the skin. Whoa, you're telling me to use a light oil when my skin is already oily? Yes, because when the skin finds that there's oil on it, it's not going to produce as much oil, and that's how you cut back. But not all oils is good for oily skin. You need the light one that actually penetrate deep into that epidermis, and that's one amazing one is grapeseed oil. And now I discovered this cucumber seed oil that I've been sharing with my subscribers that is amazing for oily skin. And you can also use a bit of almond oil right down in the middle as a carrier oil, but my favorite is the grapeseed oil for oily skin. And we have a wide variety of recipes and tips on our 25-day skincare challenge. For those of you who didn't watch that, you can actually check it out because you learn a thing or two. Now, Claudia, I take the kernel from the papaya seed after I extract the water, let them dry, blend them in a powder and put in my shampoo. And that is also good. Another thing I was thinking about, Claudia, is to, as you said, to dry those seed, blend it to a powder and use it as an exfoliator for those granules from it. But I got to test it because I was thinking that I'm not sure how powdery it can get, because it could also be a little coarse, like white sharp. So I would definitely, but that's something I thought about that I'm going to make, and I'm going to try it. And if I perfect it, oh my goodness, just think about that. So that's something that is on the table also. And Goita, the catechol lace in potato is good for wrinkles. Yes, it is good for wrinkles. And guess what else it's good for? Boosting collagen production in the skin. Remove forehead wrinkles and fine lines. And this is very common on our show, but I have to answer you because you're pretty new. Last night we have, was it last night? No, I made a video this week where I show you how to get rid of forehead wrinkles, but I can show you really, really quick. This is what you need to do every single night. I'm going to do this in 30 seconds, right? But you're not going to do it in 30 seconds. You're going to do about 10 to 20 of these daily. So here is your forehead. You want to get rid of these forehead wrinkles? Most likely it's like that. And all you do, you take one here. I'm not going to explain why. I'm just going to show you what to do. You do this, a little press, and you do that for about 10 times. You go back on the other side. You start from here. You do that about 10 times. And then you take your hands and you do it like this. You can start from any side. You lift it all the way up to your hair like that. And you do that about 10 to 20 times. And all you do is that every day. Every day, the first thing when you wake up in the morning, so you don't forget, you do that and you're on your way to smooth forehead, all right? And also you can go and watch the video on my channel where I show you in more details how to get rid of those forehead wrinkles. Now, if you have not thumbs the video up, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, guys. Also, guys, leave a comment under the video. That is how the system know that you're enjoying the show. And if you have feedback for our Sunday chit chat, you can also send us, your feedback, how you like the show, what we can do to make the show better. But the honest truth is, Sunday chit chat is where I come and chat with you guys, like really, really, really chat. John, this is John from Guyana. Is the baking soda and brown sugar on my face, and there is a difference in the look? The only thing, I did not use a moisturizer as yet, for I have oily skin. Thanks. And you got to use, and thank you, Joan, because I know I was advising you how to. And let me put it up for some of my subscribers here right now know how I was preaching to you what to use on the face. And I'm glad that you can see the difference, and not only see the difference, but you can actually feel the difference. So to answer the question about your oily skin, yes, you still need a little moisturizer on the skin. So I was suggesting but I'm going to tell you to do the soya oil. Remember I said I didn't want to choke you with too much at the same time, but if you have the soya bean oil, only one drop, okay? Only one drop. Warm it in your hands like this and press it on the skin for now. And you're going to come back next week because we're going to share some more tips with you. I just want you to master the exfoliating and cleansing your face. You're just starting out and this is what we want. But you don't want to leave your skin dry. It's a myth that because you have oily skin, you should not apply any form of a moisturizer. So if you already have a little moisturizer, take a little bit. Sometimes people over moisturize. Some people think that more is more. When it comes on to skincare products, beauty products, more is not more. Most beauty products, more is not more. All you need is a thin layer. The only thing sometimes I tell you to go OD on is if you're using a facial mask and you really want to pack it on your face to get that tightening effect. But apart from that, more is not more. This is an oil, and I'm going to show you something right now. John, can you see? And this might pour a little heavy. I hope not. You see that? One drop, two drops. This is all you need on your face. That's all you need. And you just blend it like that. Warm it up. When you warm it, it spread more. Look at just what 2 drops did. Look how much oil is on my hands right now, and that's all you need. So when you rub it, and this is what I'm talking about, that kiwi, see how it's disappearing on my hands? That is because it's a good oil. When you blend it on your face, it absorbs and it's not going to leave your skin greasy. So it doesn't matter what oil you're using, 1 to 2 drops for now. That's all you need after you cleanse your face. Okay, and this goes for everyone out there also. Hi, Charmaine Wright. How are you? Maya, remember we didn't get to the neck. All right, I know we didn't get to the neck, but we're going to come back with that. And I have a turtleneck on, so I can't even, do my neck today. But we will definitely talk about it. Which oil is this? The one I just did pro game, and this is the kiwi oil. And there's the kiwi has many benefits apart from just skincare. We're gonna have another oil show. We're gonna have another oil show, and we're gonna go deeper than me just telling you what it does. We do a little bit more history on the oils and some of the things that they actually use these oils for. So that's my time today. Got turmeric, guys. That's another, thank you for mentioning that. That is another amazing natural. And nowadays, and correct me if I'm wrong, I can call on people like Maya and Magdalene and Jill and Margaret, and they would tell you that turmeric, we used to use a lot of turmeric on our show. And before, it's like you could only find people on YouTube using turmeric and telling you how amazing turmeric is. Now, take a look online at all these beauty products. It's like turmeric is everywhere, like everywhere in skincare products. And that is for a reason. It works. It's just like with coconut oil, years ago, coconut oil was the thing, and then there no more coconut oil. And then a few years ago, coconut oil was like everywhere. It's like all of a sudden everybody wake up and realize how good coconut oil is, and everything you see out there is coconut oil till it even reach into, should I say it? They started to find even alcohol coming now with coconut oil. Oh my goodness, coconut vodka, coconut just was everywhere. It's kind of taking a back seat again. But it's gonna come back soon. So whatever you believe in, you just keep using it, and once you know that it is helping you. But turmeric is really good, and turmeric is one natural ingredient that you can just make a paste, rub it on your face regardless of your skin tone, and rinse off and see fast result. Some people say like turmeric stain the skin. I actually gave a tip how to get the turmeric not to stain and all of that stuff, but you got to watch my channel to pick up on some of these tips. Okay, now someone asked a question about eye bag. Keisha, bye Chichi, enjoy the rest of your night. Same to you. Keisha Margaret, is making coconut oil very expensive? It's making coconut, yes. That is actually good comment, Margaret. Before that, coconut oil, like soy oil, was cheap, like really, really cheap. And all of a sudden, coconut oil gets so expensive. Not only that, they perfect it. Before, coconut oil, you have it, you leave it out, and if the time is cold, the coconut oil, what we call sleep. Nowadays they make the coconut oil, and those are like those that you see like in the supermarket and all of that, and it's sleeping all day. The coconut oil is sleeping all day, whether it's warm or it's cold. The coconut oil is sleeping. I honestly like that sometimes, like if I'm making like with the if I'm making it with the bike baking soda, that kind of a thick one. But yes, it has come a long way. I'm not going to close the show without giving TTT a shout out. Thank you guys for joining, and thank you for all my new subscribers. I think we have like a 1,200 I think this week, so we just want to thank you for coming on. And we're here every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because it's our Sunday chit chat. That is what we do. So if you're new and you'll be like, why she wasn't talking much about under eyes or whatever, this is what we do. I'm actually create this show mostly to take question and to interact with my subscribers. Before, I never used to make a topic. I used to just come on and chat. But now, because of the system, we make a topic and we try to, incorporate the topic while we take question from you all. We post a video this morning. We post some amazing videos last week. Go and watch them. We have some amazing facial wash that can be double as facial scrub and facial mask that we post. I'm begging you guys to go and watch those, especially for some of those of you who are new that are looking to get your skin to look in good condition in a short period of time. Thank you, Claudia, for being here T to T with me today. Love you all. Be good to yourself. And guess what, guys? We're having Vlogmas. So we're on every evening for Vlogmas, which is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come tomorrow night and join us for our Vlogmas show. We don't necessarily talk about skincare and Vlogmas. We do other things. We try to have a panel, or we try to make it fun. So definitely check us out tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Vlogmas. We also have our Zoom get together, which we meet every Friday at 7 p.m. If you want to be a part of that, you can also be a part of that. It's invite. You have to get invited by the show here or from one of our Zoom members. So you can be a part of us by sending for the link at gmail.com. We send out the link every Friday, and the show is Friday evening. So you will need to remember to check your email. I'm going to try to figure it out. I think I'm going to ask Taryn a thing or two about that, how we can make one link and change the topics every day. The reason why we kind of start to change the link, because we wouldn't be able to show you the topic before you come on, and that's why we make a new topic every week. But we're going to try to fix that. So to be a part of it, and it's pretty interesting over there, like for real, we're not kidding you. But we don't tell what's going on. You got to come and see for yourself. Be good to yourself. I love you guys. And join me tomorrow, please. For all of you here that don't normally watch the evening show with us, come over tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and join us for our Vlogmas live show. Love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.